students, I am your maths teacher. In today's class, we are going to see a new chapter, exponents, that is chapter 5. So what is the meaning of exponent? The product of a number repeatedly multiplied by itself is called a power or exponential of a number. So for example, if they are going to give a number 2 means they are repeatedly multiplying this number. They are not giving you any other numbers, that is 2 into 2 into 2. How many times the number is repeated? 1, 2, 3. So 2 to the power 3. This 3 represents the repetition of the number. So how to read this number is 2 to the power 3. That is, they are reading it as is read as 2 raised to the power 3, but we'll be reading it as 2 to the power 3. Here the base is 2 and index is 3, that is index or power is 3. This particular number is called as base and the top one is called as power or index. So this is a concept of this particular chapter, students. Based on this we are going to do the sums. So laws of exponent. In exponent we are going to have formula and based on that only we are going to do the sums, students. So what is the meaning of law of exponents? If the base is same and power is different, that is if the numbers are same and the powers are different. So when I'm talking about base and power means, don't think that it is going to be in the alphabetical form. Both are numbers, but the position of A is called as base and the top one is called as power or index. When the base is same, power different means I'll be writing that base one time. And what is the symbol here? Multiplication means I'm going to add the power. That is a concept of the sum. So a to the power m into a to the power n means a to the power m plus n. Similarly, division, base same, powers are different means in division you are going to subtract the power. So in multiplication you are going to add the powers. In division you are going to subtract the powers. The powers are also known as index. A to the power 0. Anything to the power 0 is always equal to 1. So don't forget this one. Anything to the power 0 is always 1. If I am going to have only one base and two powers means for one base, that is for one number, if I am going to have two powers means I will be writing it as a to the power m into n. Suppose if the base are different, the numbers are different but the power is same means write the number, that is a to the power m into b to the power m means a into b whole to the power m. So this is a concept. Based on this 5 formulas, that is laws of exponent only, we are going to do the sums. So coming to exercise 5a. So find the value of minus 3 to the power 4. So minus 3 is known as the base and 4 is the power. Minus 3 I am going to write 4 times, that is 4 times I am multiplying minus 3. So you can do the calculation in any way. What I am going to do here is I am going to take the first 2 and multiply. Minus into minus plus 3 3s are 9. Similarly, minus into minus plus 3 3s are 9. Then if you multiply, you are going to get the answer as 81. Suppose if it is going to be in the form of fraction, that is 2 by 7 whole to the power 3. Multiply it 3 times. 2 by 7. Numerator multiply the value and denominator multiply the value, students. After multiplying, you are going to get the answer as 8 divided by 343. In case of 5 to the power 0 divided by 6 to the power 2. 5 to the power 0. Any number to the power 0 is always equal to 1. So 6 to the power 2, 6 into 6, I am going to get the answer as 1 by 36. Mixed fraction means you are going to convert it into improper fraction. Then you are going to calculate the sum. So this is the idea of doing the calculation in exponent. Coming to the next question. If you see the next question here, write as a product of powers of prime numbers. So they are given you one question. If you are going to take this question, particular question 6050, they are asking you to write in the form of product of powers of prime numbers. You are going to find the factors using prime numbers. After finding the factors, write it here. 2, you are getting it as only one time, that is 2 to the power 1. 5 2 times, that is 5 to the power 2. And 11 2 times, 11 to the power 2. So this is the idea of writing the given number as prime factors. Then you are going to write the repetition in the form of power. So this is the idea of doing the sum. Coming to the next question, write each of the following as a power of prime number. So already they are given you in this form. So what I am going to do here is 11, it is repeated 3 times. The base is 11 in all the 3 cases. The powers are different. So it is in the form of multiplication 1, 2, 4. So I am going to write 11 one time. 11 to the power 1 plus 2 plus 4, you are going to get the answer as 11 to the power 7. In case of division, if the base is same, powers are different means in case of division, you are going to subtract the power. 3 to the power 4 minus 2, you are going to get the answer as 3 square. So this is the idea of doing the sum. Suppose if you are going to have one base and 2 powers means, all those things we are applying laws of exponent formula, students. 2 to the power 4 into 2, that is 1 base, 2 power means, write the base here, multiply the power, you are going to get the answer as 2 to the power 8. Coming to the question number 7, find the values of A and B. Left hand side and right hand side, they are given you the value. You are going to calculate in any way. You can take left hand side equal to right hand side, or simultaneously you can calculate left hand side and right hand side. But the concept here is you are going to find the value of A and B. It can be done in any way, but the method of doing the sum must be in a correct concept. So I am going to take the right hand side part, 5 to the power 3 into 7 to the power 3. If you observe in this case, it is of the form A to the power m into B to the power m. Base are different, power is same. So what I am going to do is I am going to write in this form 5 into 7 whole to the power 3. That is, this 3 I am writing it as whole to the power 3. Then I am not going to simplify and find the answer here, students. Just I am going to keep it as it is. I am going to compare the left hand side part, that is, it is of the form 5 into A whole to the power B, which is equal to left hand side. Just you are going to check the position. In place of A, you are having it as 7, and in place of B, you are having the value as 3. But in this case, left hand side and right hand side, we are having unknown values. I am going to take it simultaneously. So while I am taking it simultaneously, you are going to calculate in such a way: 35, 7 into 5. Then I am going to write it in the bracket. So B to the power 7 whole to the power 5. Now if you check the position, in place of A, I am having it as 7. In place of B, I am having the value as 2. Question number 8. Express as powers of prime numbers. Same way, students, we are not going to have any other confusion. Express the powers of prime numbers. So in the bottom part, the base is always going to be the prime number. You are going to calculate the powers. 1 base 2 power means you are going to multiply and you are going to get this answer. 3 base and 1 power means you are going to multiply the power for each base. That is 2 to the power 7 into 3 to the power 7 into 5 to the power 7. Coming to question number 11. They are asking you to simplify this particular value. So they are given you some numerator value and denominator. What you are going to do is, always keep this idea in your mind, students, that is, take the base value. If you see 12, 15, 20, 6, 10, 2. I am going to convert all the base into prime numbers. That is, you're going to find the factors separately for each base. After finding the factors, suppose if I'm going to take the number 12 means I'm going to write it in the form of prime numbers. That is, I'm not talking about the power, I'm talking about only the base. 12, 2 into 2 into 3 whole to the power 3. 15, 3 into 5 whole to the power 2. In the same way, I'm converting all the given base into prime numbers, and you are going to be careful while you are writing the powers. After converting all the number into prime numbers, base into prime numbers, then you are going to calculate the power inside. You are going to bring the powers inside. After bringing the powers inside, if I am going to have 2 to the power 3 means wherever you are going to have the base, add the powers. After adding the powers, you will be getting in this form. First, numerator separately and denominator separately calculate, you will be getting the value. After getting this value, now we are going to compare the numerator and denominator. 2 to the power 12, 2 to the power 10 means it is in the form base same, powers different means you are going to write like this. Subtract the powers, that is 2 to the power 12 minus 10. Numerator minus denominator power. After simplifying like this, the final answer is going to be 60. So keep this in your mind, students. Whenever they are asking you to simplify the values, check the base. Take the base. I am not talking about the power, I am taking the base. 12, 15, 20, 6, 10. 2 is already a prime number, I am not going to disturb this one. 12, 15, 20, 6, 10. Convert this into prime numbers. After converting, see the powers how I am writing here. All these numbers I am writing in the form of power. I am not disturbing the power. Then you are going to multiply the power inside and complete the calculation using laws of exponent. Coming to the next question. If you see the next question, they are given you write either as a square or a cube of natural numbers. 512, you are going to find the prime factors. After finding the prime factors, I am getting 9 times, I am getting 2. 3, 3 I am comparing, I am going to write like this. 8 into 8 into 8, 8 to the power 3. The final answer can be a natural number. So that is the concept. To the power 3 or to the power 2. So this way they are asking you to find. And in case of 4096, find the prime factors. After finding prime factors, 12 times you are going to get 2. I am going to compare 3, 3 means you will be getting like this. 8 into 8 into 8 into 8. 2 to 64 into 64, 64 square. If you are going to take 2 pairs means you will be getting it as 16 cube. So in this case you are going to understand the question properly and then you are going to do the sum. Now we are going to move on to exercise 5b. Coming to exercise 5b, you are going to write the numbers in standard form. So what is the meaning of standard form? Suppose if they are going to give a number like this 320, they are asking you to write it in standard form means keep this in your mind. That is 3. After 3 you are going to put a decimal point. Just you are going to move one digit and put a decimal point. That is from towards left. From left to right you are going to just push one digit and put a decimal point. 3.20. After decimal point you will be having 2 digits. That is the power you are going to write it here. That is 3.2 whole to the power 3.2 into 10 to the power 2. Similarly 5.000 means 3 times you are going to get 0. That is 5 into 10 to the power 3. 7.2000. That is first digit you are going to put the decimal point. Then you are going to count the number of digits. That number of digits you are going to write it in the form of power. 7.2 means 7.2 into 10 to the power 4. Similarly for all the sums. So what is the idea they are telling here is that if the numbers are too big to be read or even understand, very large numbers are often written as a number between 1 and 10 multiplied by the power of 10. That is, we can write such number as a into 10 to the power n, where n is an integer that lies between 1 less than or equal to a less than 10. So if you see the numbers here, if you see all the numbers, that is 3.25, 7.2, 2.45, 3, 7.7, all these numbers are between 1 to 10. So a number written in this way is called to be in standard form. So based on this, now we are going to start with exercise 5B, and that is going to be a very easy exercise, students. Just you are going to understand the concept and then you are going to do the sum. Exercise 5B, first sum, write in standard form. So the same idea, students. The first digit alone I am going to keep the decimal point. The remaining, after the decimal point, I am count the number of digits. Then I am going to put the power here. That is, if I am going to take this sum, 1.65000, 6 times it is repeated. So 1.65. The remaining zeros I am not showing, but 1 point after decimal point I am going to count the number of digits. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 10 to the power 8, and this is a standard form of the given number. So this is the idea of this is the idea of exercise 5B. So in this class we have completed exercise 5A and 5B, students. That is based on exponent. Understand the concept clearly and then write neatly in your classwork note. Thank you.